Hi, and welcome to another video from Counselor Tips. I'm going to be covering the topic, getting clients to work towards interdependence. But before we cover that and steps you can help a client to move towards interdependence, it's important as a counselor to help clients recognize if they are too independent or if in fact they have the skills and a great start to already be working towards interdependence. So as I cover these topics in this video, I'm talking about all relationships, not just intimate partnerships. This can include relationships with family members, friends, coworkers, or others that we're just associated with in relationship. So hang in there as we cover a great deal of information as well as tips for you to help clients identify what kind of relationships they're in and how to move more towards interdependence. Independence. A working definition of independence in counseling is when a person is free from the influence or control of another person. As counselors, we may see many clients who are self-reliant to a fault and end up putting undue amounts of pressure on themselves. A person can be so independent that it can actually get in the way of their ability to emotionally connect to others in a way that is meaningful. It is valuable to have a sense of independence, but when taken to an extreme, a person will report feeling lonely and isolated. When some clients were growing up, they may have been taught an overinflated value of independence, to be somewhat self-contained. This would be a high value placed on not needing others for emotional support. For clients who have an extraordinary sense of independence, emotional intimacy with others can take a great deal of work. It can be perceived as scary or maybe not even valuable in relationship. For someone who has been independent for some time, being dependent on another can sound frightening or even unhealthy. Now, don't get me wrong, independence has value and even has some rewards. When a person can establish independence, they have an increased trust in themselves and their self-confidence is elevated. This can be great because a person can feel quite competent in many situations. Independence can instill confidence because the client can see that they are developing or possess the knowledge and capabilities of handling challenging situations. Clients who have already established independence will tell you things like they know themselves. This includes being able to investigate and reflect on their own beliefs and assumptions. Clients who have established independence have an ability to better assert for themselves, make their own decisions, meet their own needs, and have practiced the capacity to self-soothe. However, being too independent can lead clients to believe that they don't need the support that is sometimes required because, well, we don't know everything or have every tool necessary to navigate life's difficulties or all challenging situations. I have experienced clients who have been fiercely independent reporting that they feel alone and sometimes depressed. While independence has many virtues, it can rob a client of having true intimacy and the type of partnership they wish or desire to have. When you work with clients, many clients will be moving from codependence to independence or independence to codependence, not knowing how to navigate somewhere in the middle. This is really a misunderstanding of how to develop the self in a healthy way. There are some clients, however, who didn't start as codependent, but started as independent and still have difficulty establishing or reestablishing intimate relationships in a meaningful way. Ask the clients to push a pause and take the time needed to reflect on who they are and what they want most out of their important relationships. It's important as counselors that we're mindful as to whether the client is in the dating world or is already committed to a partner, or they simply have long-term established relationships with families, friends, and coworkers. We can assist a client in working towards ensuring that their relationships will be healthier and provide more long-term security if we can assist them in learning about, developing, and practicing, as well as sustaining interdependent relationship qualities. I hope you found this video to be helpful. You're going to encounter clients in all three of these kinds of relationships. If you're able to teach a client who is exhibiting codependent traits or being fiercely independent to move more towards interdependence and develop and practice, maintain, and sustain the skills to interdependence, I believe that you'll find clients will have more relationship satisfaction in all relationships in their life. If you found this video to be helpful, please consider sharing it with another counselor or even one of your clients. Use this video as an educational tool, not just for yourself, but also sharing it with others. I'll see you soon.